Well, how to start this next one? This is a biggie. This is probably going to be a two-parter.
Yeah.
Games is art. Go. Hi, welcome to this week's Pipeline. My name is JewWario, and here with me, as always, is Shuki.
How's it going?
Games is art. Yeah. This is a big one, and lots of people have had their own videos about this, and so it's only natural that we should.
Yeah.
Especially with the discussions that we've been getting from you guys. We want to continue that with this. So, games is art. I mean, it's not even something like Okami, although Okami is a beautiful game. Let's talk about some games that have influenced us and that we think is art, instead of going into the philosophical things.
Yeah, because this could be a very cerebral discussion. I mean, we could get into the theory and the why. What is art? What does art mean?
And IGN has a great 4-minute video. We'll link to that over here for it, so make sure, off to the side. And you can watch it. It's really good. They talk to designers. But let's talk about games that we feel is art. And, you know, Okami's an honorable mention. It's beautiful. And as you play it, it unfolds as if it's a piece of art.
It's definitely meant to look like it's art.
Yeah, but why wouldn't that be art to you or me, or as a video game?
Yeah, we've introduced it now. We have to defend it.
Yeah. For me, it's just because it's not part of the game.
It's not. If you removed the art from the game, you still have the game.
Yeah, I mean, although there is the bit about waving to create a bridge and doing this to create this, it's...
Is that art, or is that just a nice way to dress up a gestural interface?
Exactly. You know, sure, the Wii has a whole lot of those types of things, but that doesn't necessarily make it art as a video game. How about you? What's one game that you feel, no, this is art, this is video game art?
Well, actually, I would want to mention two games for that. The first game would be Fallout 3.
Fallout 3?
Yeah. Actually, for this, we'd have to go back in art history a little bit.
Okay.
We'd go back to American Romanticism of the 19th century. Specifically, there was a school called the Hudson River School. And there's like this great thing and Manifest Destiny and all that kind of crap. But it was very much, I think, visually about the appearance of atmosphere as it glints off of mountains or bodies of water or something like that. And just recently, I was playing Fallout 3 again. I've spent so many hours with it. And I was coming out of a dungeon basically after a long night of hacking and slashing it. And I saw the sun was rising over the Capitol wasteland. And I saw out in the distance, I saw the Capitol building. And this sun rising over it, and this gentle reddish light was coming through the haze. And it was just I was there in this space, in this post-apocalyptic dawn. And it was very cathartic for me to be in this space and see this sunrise, and almost as if I could smell the air and experience that moment, not as a gamer in front of a screen sitting in a comfortable chair, but as an adventurer. And that, to me, just that spark of feeling, even if it just lasted for a moment, was very artistic, very much like looking at a great painting.
Wow. And what about the other one? What's the other one?
The other one that I would say is Homeworld, for very similar reasons.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and a lot of it, again, for me, is the lighting experience of seeing... Here is the galactic core laid out in front of me, just like you might see Star Wars, the scene at the end of Empire Strikes Back where they're leaving and they're you see the galaxy cluster behind them. And it's that sense of space, literally space, and being a part of that space and then being very sucked into it visually just by feeling oh, there's no bottom, there's no top. I am in this immense zero gravity environment. But there's still something very familiar. And then sending your ships off and having them disappear into the haze and you might never see them again. Or having something kills a ship and you just see this ball of fire and you knew, it's there's just this sensation of, there was a person in that ship. Yeah, it's a digital person, I get it. But it was still oh wow, that was one of my guys. I really want to reload the game now. And how does that suck you in and make it feel, again, like you're part of it? Which is, to me, I think the gaming as art experience is being there.
So not so much, I want to reset it because I want to finish it, but I don't want that guy to die.
Exactly.
Because he means something to
Even
me.
if he's only 50 polygons and badly textured.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
So what about you?
One I'm going to have to say right away, and you're to blame for this one. Myst. We bring it up everyone. Come on, guys. This is one of our top 5 favorite games of all time. Is Myst and the Myst series, Riven. When I first played Myst, and I'm glad that I played it on a higher res screen than maybe one of the smaller ones that a Mac would have had.
Oh yeah,
but to see the atmosphere and to feel like you're there's nothing else working with you. There's very little music besides the ambient music that they've got to kind of just break noise apart.
Yeah.
But it just has a feeling, and when you go inside of that world, and you almost want to be there, and that's, I think, why some people also say, well, where's the toilets? Where's the dresser with all of everybody's
water green?
Why was that water green? It's one of those things where it draws you in, very much like the 50 polygons. You actually want to be there and experience these things, and I think that's what made Myst work. It didn't feel like a puzzle game.
Yeah.
And good puzzle games that try and go like that shouldn't feel like a puzzle. They should feel like you're in a building, you just appeared here, something's wrong, find out what it is.
How does it work? What sort of environmental factors play into this?
Exactly. Something broke, make it work again. And just because of that, it felt like somebody left.
Yeah.
Well, why did they leave? And then you're experiencing the books and everything. That brought a big thing out.
Sort of the joy of investigation.
Yeah. And then on the opposite side, I would say Link to the Past. Simply because of how I have played so many SNES games in the past, and I actually only played, for the first time, Legend of Zelda Link to the Past 3 or 4 years ago. And just to see the artwork that was in there, that was like no other SNES game that I had seen. They shaded things, they made Myst look misty.
Speaking of Myst.
Yeah, speaking of Myst. When you went into places, it gave you a feeling, but most of all was the music. That really brought everything together, and even with the ending credits, when you just finished beating Ganon, when you went through everything came together into this beautiful montage. And at the very end, I felt satisfied. And it was one of those things like, I'm satisfied I finished the game. It was, that was a great experience. And I think it's the feeling of an experience that makes it art to me. And there's one that both of us kind of agree on, too, is Abe's Odyssey and Abe's Exodus.
Yeah.
Why for you?
I think a lot of it, sort of like what you were talking about with Myst, where you come in and something's broken and someone's gone. I think Abe's took it to the next level, which was, hey, let's look at not just the environment, but let's look at the characters. Let's look at the biology. Let's look at the people. Let's look at what their motives are, what their religion is, what stuff is going on here. And maybe that didn't have anything to do with the game itself. It was still basically a side-scroller. But it was a side-scroller that had more to sink your teeth into.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the beasts were an incredible part of it. I mean, like you said, how many games do you have where a beast could be cornered and attack you or not? And not attack you.
Exactly.
There's very few. They either fight or they flight.
Yeah, exactly. They're either non-combative or they just kill you on sight. Whereas, Abe's, you might, no, he's hissing at me. I better back off. And you back off and he doesn't kill you. Say what?
They don't do that usually in games, especially in that time.
Exactly. I've never seen that since.
Right?
So, if anyone has heard of a game like that, please let us know.
Post in the comments. Yeah.